Hello, you beautiful creatures. How are y'all doing today? We have a special message from Shade of Blood. Ads, ads, ads. Have you heard about the ads? Why not stay a while and listen, young one? I have so much to tell you. All the wondrous things that you could behold. Come, see my wares. I assure you, they are not too much. Not for a bold adventurer such as yourself. Oh, but perhaps another time. Perhaps another time. How are you doing, Shade? I hope you're doing all right. Man, I have had a week of boredom. Honestly, I feel like the boredom of the week at work has kind of drained me. I don't know. I'm suffering from waiting syndrome. I don't know if you're aware of what that is, but basically it's when you have a ongoing debuff that is draining your energy just from the fact that you are at work. Even if you're not doing any actual work, the fact that you are at work and you have to be prepared for when something happens is just it's like, oh no, I have to be in professional mode and wait for Slack messages or emails or check my queue of cases. I have to keep up with all of this, even though it's like literally nothing and I'm watching YouTube. But just that's it. And it's just draining. It's like, ugh. I could be working on Unreal, but this debuff is taking too much energy out of me. I can't. Not possible. But anyways, you might have noticed we're not in any gaming channel today. We are in just chatting because I feel like there's a lot to chat about. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how long this lasts. I do plan on playing a little indie game once this is done. A little bit of a roguelike management sim with some challenges in it, as I understand. Some fight against a storm. Ooh, old school RuneScape. From what I hear, it's a fantastic game. Like, it is the ideal MMO because you don't need levels to do anything, per se. Like, you can join up with a friend no matter what level you are. If they're starting from the very beginning, you can still join up with them. And that's pretty much the problem that I have with any MMO, is that all of the content is gated behind power level. And as a result, well, what's going to be your core gameplay loop? Power level. What happens when a friend joins? Well, I guess you start a new character to play with them, because otherwise you would be one-shotting everything in existence. And then it doesn't matter because the cutscenes, the story bits are all instanced and single player anyways. So what's the point of playing Final Fantasy XIV with your wife when half of the time you can't play with your wife? God, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Now, that being said, MMOs need to be designed so that a single player can go through it and experience it. Because you need levels in certain things to wear gear or do quests. Yes, but I think I remember hearing there's this certain dragon that gives you a certain cape, and the lowest level that anyone has soloed that dragon was something like level 4 or maybe 14. I think there's a 4 in there somewhere. So there are ways like around it. Character level is not the end all of everything. It's important, it does benefit you, but there's plenty of other content that isn't of max in-game level. And that's the difference. That's what everyone says about MMOs. The MMO starts at end game, sorry. The MMO starts at end game. And that's pretty much what MMOs are designed around now. Leveling is just the chore that you have to do to get to the end game. Yeah. Instead of the leveling itself being the game. And that's what I kind of miss. Like, when I started playing MMOs, it was Korean MMOs. And Korean MMOs, the whole MMO is just leveling. The quests that exist are just to guide you towards a experience spot that you spend hours killing thousands of enemies repeatedly. And so there was no end game except for PvP. PvP could be considered an end game. And eventually you do max out your character, at which point you either PvP or you just farm more gear to get more items and stuff. But that's why I feel like MMOs, when you want to play with somebody specifically, are probably not the best experience. Something like Valheim, V Rising, that kind of game where it can reset and you can just start a fresh server and all experience it from start to end together. I feel like that is basically the best way to feel like old school MMO feeling. The problem is you end up not having the worlds full of people. But if you listen, like, I feel like Josh Strife Hayes has a good opinion of the necessity of actually interacting with it. Most of the games coming out only have the leveling process for the has to have this, even though the whole game is about the end game. Yep. If it's an RPG, it has to have leveling. Okay, now let's invest all of our actual quality of storytelling and events and all of that into these 3 dungeons. Here's your expansion. Here's your 3 dungeons. Okay, have fun. To be fair, I haven't looked at any content about the new World of Warcraft expansion, but it, at least surface level, it looks like they're going back to making events that are fun and making the area and the world that you're leveling up in actually fun to be in instead of just a chore. That is, yeah. Remove the leveling process if it's meaningless. To an extent, I agree. The thing is, the leveling process can be kind of a tutorial zone. You can't really, with the amount of skills that come into MMOs, you can't really have all the skills unlocked at level 1 because it would be too much. It would be overwhelming. I've played Terra when they had the demo section, and you have 8 skills of the class unlocked immediately, and it was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons. I don't know how any of these skills work together, what they do together, how they interact with each other, what order to do anything in. I'm just killing stuff and hoping it works. So there is a necessity to easing the player into more and more mechanics. But after doing that for the 60th time, it's like, come on. I know this already. At that point, it needs to be more intrinsic meaning to it. How well do I know? Theo, thank you for the
Me,
biddies.
do me. I am first in the order of doing things. Kappa.
Oh boy. I think my wife would have a few arguments against that, but I'll definitely be putting you in line. How are you, man? I saw you in Lyrep's stream. It was fun to see you and everyone else in there. My wife can join. Oh man. Never had a threesome. I've thought about it, but never hadn't really found the person to be that third wheel yet. Never like went through with it. We always just end up being friends with everyone, with the people, and then it becomes awkward. It's entertaining. Nice. Just don't look your bro in the eyes. When you're going down on your dude, don't look your bro the third bro in the eyes. It just makes it awkward. What was I saying? Oh yeah, MMOs, leveling process tutorial thing. You go through the process. Yeah, it needs to be more of like an intrinsic thing, which I guess you can see with WoW Classic. In which case, yeah, it just becomes this power leveling, min-maxing of how quickly can I speedrun this thing. Which is what Path of Exile is as well. How quickly can I speedrun all of this to get to the maps, and then build my character from there on. But I do feel like the leveling in Path of Exile is still kind of worthwhile and interesting. Maybe it's because I still haven't... Oh, thank you for the pets, Theo. Maybe it's because I haven't like perfectly min-maxed it to the point where it's completely trivial and I'm just on not even caring. No, I think it's because I always try and do something different. And so I'm interested in seeing how well the build performs through the leveling process and where its weaknesses are and where those thresholds of weaknesses are. So for example, I did the reflect build. I actually did the reflect build and got all the way to the maps. Up through Act 6. Bramblejack reflection damage is worthwhile. Fighting that first mini boss with it is hilarious because he deals a third of his damage every time he hits you. You get bored with leveling in PoE. It does take a while. But I don't know what else they should do for it. Maybe they could do a system where each league, after you level up one character, the next one can start at like level 50 or 60. Start halfway through the acts, because the kind of difficulty doesn't start until Act 6. Act 6 is the benchmark of, okay, this is the quitting point. You either work through the sudden increase in resistance scaling, and fuck, I just absolutely despise the monsters in Act 6. Just that entire Kelms area. Not Kelms area. Actually, yeah, even Kelms area. But the combination of the ice archers and the molten strike bros. Ugh. Too many balls. I can't take that many balls. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at with that. You know, I was going to talk about stuff, and this is a great opportunity for me to segue into the Path of Exile content update, because I did want to talk about this. You just steamroll everything? Jesus Christ. You're a much better gamer than I am. Why am I the one streaming? But yeah, they hit us with the patch notes. There's some interesting stuff. The threshold, or the change to the jewels, making them more impactful is going to be nice. But what I actually care about, what everyone should care about, is the changes to the curse system. Because now they will actually do something against bosses. Can you believe it? When was the last time a curse actually did something against a boss? We will be able to use temporal change and enfeeble. I can't believe it. So let's just blitz through this. Our goal is that finding a unique jewel is no, that's unique jewels. Curses, there we go. Problem, currently hex builds are at their weakest against monsters where they matter the most. That's right. And at their strongest where they matter the least. This is partly because hexes have hidden penalties which reduce their effectiveness when fighting unique monsters and pinnacle bosses. And on top of that, on top of all of that, enfeeble and temporal chains have reduced effectiveness against them. So not only are they weaker against them, their base stats are weaker than any against them compared to anything else. And it's like, why? So that's one of the problems. The other problem is it's normal for these monsters to have various hidden penalties, as noting. Okay, I don't care. Because it's so substantial while also being hidden from players, it is unlikely to be compensated for during build creation and creates a notable disadvantage for hex builds. Well, not only that, you have to invest such an insane amount into those things for enfeeble and temporal chains to have any meaningful impact that you might as well just not do it. Curse changes are I'm not so sure about that. If you're only ever gonna put them on blasphemy, you probably won't see as much of a difference. But if you ever cast it yourself, it is going to be massive. Okay, overall, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the biggest change, but the values from before to now after, we'll look at the numbers. So they've just completely removed this stupid 30 and 66% effectiveness reduction. So now what you see on the gym is what's actually going to happen. Finally. Okay, another issue that we feel undermines hex builds is the Doom mechanic, another hidden mechanic. You automate the curses with triggerings. So you're going to actually be nerfed on this, since they've nerfed the lower end of the curses on some curses. So we designed Doom with the goal of making self-cast curses more effective than other more trivial applications of curses, such as blasphemy and hex touch. The Doom mechanic was somewhat successful in its goal, but came at the cost of adding a lot of complexity to hex-related mechanics. And since... Okay, so summary of the Doom mechanic. The Doom mechanic is a mechanic where if you cast it yourself, the curse will... I forget the timing on it, but it will gain Doom automatically up to 20 or 30 Doom. Each Doom is a % increased effectiveness, which is honestly trivial because for any curse to have any kind of effectiveness, you already have to make it like 100% increased effectiveness. Because, again, what you care about is against the bosses, because you can already one-shot all the white stuff. What you care about is the bosses and the rares and everything that has a penalty against you. So you're already boosting it with increased effectiveness. So the Doom increased effectiveness is just a trivial amount at that point. Mostly used for more damage to in maps to clear faster. Yeah, so you'll probably have to like look at the numbers and see if it's worth it or not. I think the main two that we'll see the main two that they changed. Another issue that we feel undermines Doom mechanic. So we are removing the Doom mechanic, and as a consequence, we'll be making several other changes to mechanics that previously interacted with Doom. For example, all stats that reference Doom have been replaced with other curse-themed stats. Specifically, the Cursed Mastery that grants 20% chance for hexes you cast, which can gain Doom, to be applied with maximum Doom. That just doesn't seem like super effective. And 30% increased mana reservation efficiency of Curse Aura skills have been replaced. Okay, so there's no more this reservation efficiency, and there's no more this chance for max Doom. The mana reservation efficiency has been replaced, as there is now a much larger amount of mana reservation efficiency for curse auras on the passive tree. Okay. 2 new masteries are taking their place. The first provides you take 40% reduced extra damage from critical strikes by cursed enemies. Not bad. Critical strikes are usually the biggest danger. While the second provides recover 1% of life when you curse a non-cursed enemy, and recover 1% mana when you curse a non-cursed enemy. So for this to actually do something, you need a way to remove it. So you curse it, remove it, curse it, remove it. Which is weird, because the skill that removes curses... Yeah, that's weird, because the skill that removes curses deals more damage the more curses you have on the enemy. Strange tactics. Avioxness. Oh. Would you like to be exiled along with me, Vioxness? We can go on a long journey together into the sunset. Existing curse passive skills have been fully reworked. There are now 6 curse clusters on the passive skill tree. Vampirism cluster has been moved and to become more accessible to the witch starting location. Okay, minor stuff. The game is boring. Oh, you just don't like numbers, do you? You just don't like potential. To be fair, my biggest enjoyment of it is probably the planning phase. The 3 days of planning on my build before actually playing it, because it's kind of painful sometimes. It's kind of painful when it just doesn't work. The Whispers of Doom notable passive continues to give. You can apply an additional curse. It now has a much larger selection of small passive skills, leading to the notable which provide increased effect, increased cast speed, increased area, increased reservation efficiency, 10%, damn, and curse duration. Nope, nobody cares about curse duration. Who cares about curse duration? Curse duration doesn't affect anything. It's basically costs nothing to refresh your curse. The Malicious Intent notable passive now gives plus 2 levels of all curse skill gems. Damn. Okay. The cluster now has small passive granting increased duration. Again, nobody cares, but we have increased effect, so that's nice. Defiled Force's notable passive skill gives refresh duration of Ignite, Chill, and Shock on non-cursed enemies you curse. Wait, what? What the fuck? Refresh duration of Ignite, Chill, and Shock on non-cursed enemies you curse. And 100% chance to remove elemental ailments when you cast a curse yourself. So you don't need ailment flasks, except for freezing. With small passive in the cluster tree, now providing curse skills have increased cast speed. Wait a minute. So if you give yourself freeze immune, you can cast, oh wow, you can cast your curses and not need to worry about ailments. That's pretty huge. Like, you could literally just have a random curse on your hotbar. One that doesn't even affect your clear speed or anything else. Have this skill and just go, oh no, I'm burning. Boops. I guess I'm not burning anymore. That is incredible. And it's not just a ailment, it's all ailments. Okay, that's huge. That is huge. So the last right's notable passive skill now gives cursed enemies you kill are destroyed. So you don't have to worry about explosive corpses with this one. Huh. Yeah, I'm liking this even more. Hey, Crux! I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Well, the reason I went into this is because, like, this isn't all I'm gonna be talking about. So I didn't really feel like jumping into Path of Exile and then moving out. Yeah, exactly. You run Can't Be Frozen anything and have one hard cast curse and you don't care about ailments. And then you have this and you don't care about the porcupines or any other explode on death mechanics. And on top of that, you recover mana when you killed a curse kit. Yeah. You recover mana when you kill a cursed enemy and life, or just mana, or just life. That's nuts. Wait, you don't even need to worry about chill. Jesus fuck. Okay. The Skittering Rune's notable passive now gives 50% increased area effective hex skills, 20% increased mana reservation of aura skills, 20% reduced mana cost of curse skills. The cluster now has small passives granting increased area effect, mana reservation, reduced mana cost. Nice utility. That's a lot of AoE. The Steeped in Profane notable passive skill gives 50% reduced effective curses on you. You know what? Actually, you're right. I should probably just hop into Path of Exile since we're on the topic. There we go. You're right, Crux Priest. I should listen to you more. I should listen to people more in general. Steeped and profane, 50% reduced effect of curses on you and increased effect of your curses. Small passives give increased effect of your curses. Not bad. Not as insane as these things, but not bad. Now the quality changes are the interesting ones. Divergent Impending Doom no longer has -0 to -25% more damage with hits per 5 Doom on Hex. Instead, it now has reduced cooldown recovery rate. I don't even remember what Impending Doom is. Cast level. Does it have... Oh, yeah. Triggered Doom Blast when a Hex from supported curse skills end. Deals damage, more damage per Doom on Hex. Trigger skill when a Hex from that skill ends. Oh, because the Divergent one added cooldowns. Plus cooldown use. Less damage per Doom on Hex. I don't understand this. You're adding cooldown to the skill and you're making it weaker? I don't understand this. I don't know. I'm missing something. Okay, that's added to the build. Actually, no, because that you would have to have just a single curse on a 6-link with that. So I couldn't really have my Bane Doom set up with it. What? Bane Doom? No, my Bane setup of 6 curses with that one. I'll have to think about this a little bit more. Impending Doom. Quality on Anomalous Punishment skill no longer has curse increased Doom gain rate, but now has increased curse duration. Nobody cares about curse duration. You're adding 1 use with 20 quality. No, but see, what I don't understand is this doesn't have a cooldown. This is adding a cooldown and reducing damage. Oh, more uses. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I thought that was seconds. Okay, so there's a cooldown somewhere on this. Cast time. Okay. Damn it. PoE wiki. It's been a while. This one. Okay, there it is. Impending Doom support. So this is actually... triggers this, does damage, more damage per Doom. More damage per Doom. Still doesn't say anything about a cooldown. So I don't know. It's not on any wiki. It's not logged properly. But apparently there's a cooldown on it, so now that is no longer part of it. Wait. Reduced cooldown recovery rate. So now it takes longer for the cooldown to recover. Ah! That sucks. Alright, anyways, punishment. Increased duration. Essence of Delirium now provides chance to block spell damage for amulets instead of plus 10 maximum doom. Legacies are given increased curse effect. Nice. Isn't it triggered anything has cooldown? Yeah, but usually it's like 300 milliseconds. Or if it's following the cooldown of like cast on crit and stuff, it's like 1.115. So it's kind of negligible. Unless you're going over 10 casts per second. It's like meh. Uses can bypass cooldowns. True. One additional use. So effectively it doubles the... It halves the cooldown. And with this new one, you still get the extra use, but the cooldown is increased by 40%. So effectively it's a 60% more multiplier to have the divergent if you're already hitting the cooldown limit, which is either 1.15 or 0.3 seconds. So either you're removing a curse 3 times per second or 9 times per second to hit that breakpoint of you actually needing it. I guess with the cast speed that you get from casting curses, that would be hit pretty quickly because there's so much cast speed for hex skills. Where did I go? Oh crap, okay. So increased effect of curses. Hex Blast has had its skill mechanics and damage adjusted to account for the loss of doom scaling. Broadly speaking, it does less damage at the very top end of gameplay, but getting it to a fairly decent level of damage is easier than before. But nobody cares because top end of gameplay is what matters when deciding on builds. So Hexblast no longer has any Doom-related stats. It now has a cast time of 1 second and a mana cost of 16 at 1, up to 30 at level 20. Jesus Christ. Now deals 1 to 166 at level 1, 1500 to 22, which is a little bit over 10%. Little bit under 10% more damage. Yikes. It now has 100% more damage with hits if enemies are hexed. 40% more damage with ailments. Cast time is added to its cooldown if triggered. So it has a 1 second cooldown if you're triggering it. So cast on crit, cast on melee kill, that kind of stuff. And it removes the hex after dealing the damage. It also has 340% effectiveness. So added chaos damage is basically a required one for this. Added chaos damage to spells is also going to be pretty strong for this. Jeez. Okay. Impending Doom also had its base damage roughly doubled to compensate for its loss. We have replaced the Doomsday keystone with a new hex-themed keystone and introduced the new Cursed Ground support which was reworked from the Doomsday Keystone. Jesus, I have trouble reading. Sorry about that. I will get better, but I need some water. Alright, so what do we got? We got Doom Blast from Impending Doom now deals 1 to 150. Yep, doubled that. And 16 to 24, which is almost double. 370% effectiveness of added damage. Aren't there boot? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Replica War Tread? No. What was it? There was a set of boots. Body armor boots. Bones, Euler, Red Trail Stampede? No. Voidwalker? No. 3-step assault. Alberon's Warpath. There we go. This is it. Damage to attacks per strength. Darn it. Okay, not the one I thought it was. Cannot deal non-chaos damage. Increased movement speed. Shoot. Okay, so that's not the one I thought it was. That's fine. Fine. The Doomsday Keystone passive has been replaced with a Hex Master Keystone. This keystone provides your hexes have infinite duration and less effectiveness of your curses. Again, duration usually isn't the issue with curses. So while it's nice not having to worry about reapplying it every 8 seconds, taking 20% less effectiveness, that's a steep price. I don't like it. Buffs. Hex-related unique items have reworked. Buffed a bunch of Hex-related unique items and have reworked unique items that previously interacted with Doom, such as Faded End Unique Ring. We've also added some powerful new unique rings that interact with hexes. Heretic's Veil now has +2 instead of +1. Socketed Curse Gems have 30% increased reservation. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Cosprey's Will. Defense is buffed. And 100% poison on cursed enemies. Also, Chaos Resistance almost doubled. That's huge. Chaos Resistance is always kind of a pain to build up on top of everything else. Bonds Trickery. 20% chance to curse non-cursed enemies with a random hex on hit has been removed. In its place, you have curse enemies which hit you with a random hex, ignoring the curse limit. So in this case, it would be interesting to have unlimited duration so that they just stack up every single curse that exists. And you don't have to do anything. That actually would be pretty cool. But you have to get hit. And you don't want to get hit. You really don't want to get hit. Especially not against the... Not Abyss. Beyond monsters. You definitely don't want to get hit by a Beyond monster. Felbog Fang, unique amulet now causes enemies cursed by you to be hindered with reduced movement speed. Okay, right, this one. We don't care about this one because 75% duration of the curse never exists. In most cases, systems that facilitate somewhat automated gameplay like Hex Touch applying hexes automatically should either come at a much higher cost or be less effective. In some cases, both are needed to counterbalance the significant upside of automation. Otherwise, the option to automate will always be the obvious choice. Automation is always the obvious choice. In all scenarios, you got too many buttons to press. And Eclipse other more interactive gameplay styles. The Doom mechanic was aimed at fulfilling this function, but it sucked because effectiveness of hexes was terrible. And as a result, nobody cared. We've added penalties to both Blasphemy and Hex Touch supports, which grant less curse effect at all gym levels. Additionally, item mods that inflict specific hex no longer do so with increased effect. So, what do we end up with? Hex Touch support has 35% less effect of supported curses at all gym levels. We'll talk about that. We'll circle back on this. Supported skills now have 50% reduced curse duration at gym level 1, up to 30% reduced at gym level 20. Quality provides increased curse duration. Awakened Hex Touch is 35, and the only thing that changes is the duration, so there's no point. Is there no point to having Awakened Hex Touch? Hang on. Skills apply supported curses on hit. Have +1 level of supported curse skills. Why? Why does this exist? Oh, for the hex-proof enemies. Okay. Okay. That's the only reason for it to exist. I understand now. I'm sorry for bad-mouthing an Awakened gem. I just forgot about that part. Blasphemy support now has less effect of supported curses at all gym levels. Quality now provides increased area of effect instead of increased effect. Area of effect is going to be nice. Nice utility. Awakened Blasphemy support now has less effect of supported gyms. Quality now provides increased area of effect. Hexes applied by Bane have 25% less effect. Item modifiers that inflict a specific hex no longer do so with increased effect, so you don't get the 40% extra effect from any of that. This includes instances where the hex is a downside on the player, such as Coward's Chain, Coward's Legacy, or Soul Mantle. This change affects existing items. Curse on hit modifiers that appear on influence rings now only have a single tier, as both tiers are now identical. So here's a problem that they ran into, and here's the solution. Different hex types are not evenly balanced but when applied via hex on hit modifiers. Some hexes like Vulnerability and Despair are much more powerful than others. This is because hex on hit monster modifiers apply hex equivalent to level 1. Some hexes are strong at level 1 relative to their level 20 power. So, they want to make level 1 weak, is what they're saying. We are establishing the gem scaling rates of hexes in general. They should be twice as powerful at gem level 20 compared to gem level 1. So, they are nerfing level 1, maybe buffing level 20, I don't know. Anyways, punishment. Specifically, punishment now causes cursed enemies to take 30% damage at level 1, 58 at level 20. I didn't like this, and then I remembered this 78% value is reduced against bosses. So this is actually a buff. Remember, guys, a lower number on curses is probably still a buff. It no longer has the 10% of overkill damage from killing blows on cursed enemies is reflected to other enemies, and I say fuck you to that. Yeah, it reduced by 60%, 66% on pinnacle bosses. So this is 40%. This is less than 40% damage. If I take out my calculator, oh, hello, kitty. If I take out my calculator, 78 times 0.34. Originally, it was doing 26%. So it got more than double the buff effectiveness. Yeah. I mean, but come on. This only takes effect at low life. So it's hardly a buff or hardly a nerf to map clear because you don't even care about it anyways. But it's a raw buff to any other instance. Massive buff to any other instance. So quality on the divergent punishment no longer provides increased area effect. Instead, this is where it gets the overkill damage. So this means that so if you put punishment on an increased quality, enhance, zoom, enhance, at 50% boss life. Yes. Which means it's 25 or 29% more damage. Punishment is 29% more damage against bosses. So let's say you have a level 24, this is 24%. So now with this change, it's actually a buff. Because you can now, instead of doing 10% reflect damage, you can do 22% reflect damage, even more. No, you can't do it. You wouldn't put it on a weapon swap. Unless you're just being a buff bot. But yeah, can you imagine 24% overkill damage? You hit a worm with the added with the added effectiveness of curses? No, that's going too far, right? You don't want to do a worm blast build, right? Because then you need to have flask charges. You'd also need to have a way to actually increase the damage that the worms take and then increase the physical damage. So it would become like the 24% would become like 30%. That too much. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so elemental weakness. Cursed enemies have minus 15% instead of minus 20. What does that mean when you're fighting bosses? Shade, apparently you don't care about this, but it means that it is effectively the same. So 30% at level 20 instead of 39%. So now you're doing minus 30% instead of minus 20%. So that's another buff. Quality on elemental weakness no longer causes cursed enemies to have minus 1%. Instead, it now grants increased curse effect. That's actually really nice. Anomalous elemental weakness no longer grants increased effect of curses. It now grants duration. So nobody cares about it. Does the reflect damage curse on hits? Probably not. The thing about reflect damage is it's basically its own instance. So it doesn't really inherit anything from anybody, because if it did, that means that it could you could end up in an infinite loop of reflect. Like if two entities had reflect, you would end up with reflect, reflecting, reflect, reflecting, reflect, reflecting, reflect. Also, you would have to be able to support punishment with curse on hit. I'm pretty sure Hex Touch requires it to be something else. Hang on, let's check this out. Must support both a skill that hits enemies and a Hex Curse skill to work. So it shouldn't be able to work with itself. There's a ring. Oh. Punishment. But it doesn't really... I feel like it doesn't matter much. Okay, the ring isn't in the list. That's a shame. Let me know what you find out. Flammability. It's a nerf, but it's actually still a buff. Frostbite. It's a nerf, but it's actually still a buff against bosses. Conductivity, same thing. It's a nerf, but it's actually still a buff. It's better the unset ring. Oh! Right, the unset ring that gives you the curse on hit. No, that's Aura's Mark of some mute one? No. God, I can't remember anything anymore. Curse gems. Left ring saw. You're chilling. No. Skitterbots apply socketed hex aura. No. Golems. Socketed gems. No. Malachi suffering. No. Quality. Whoa, 30% quality. Damn. What? What does that have to do with anything? Mark of the sub. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, mark of the submission. Curse enemies with socketed hex gem on hit. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't work. Just because of how... how... No, it's fine. I was just like, wait. You calling into question my domination? That's out of nowhere. But that's okay. It was a good joke. I just, like, had a gust of wind that flew over my head when you said it. Skills have duration. Skills have duration. Don't really care. Okay, so what's another problem that they had? We feel that there are currently too many sources of curse effect available. This has created a large power gap between players that have no investment in curses and those that have heavy investment in curses, which has continually caused us to have baseline effect of curses be lower than we'd like. Yes, when you have cluster jewels that give you 40% increased effect, because if you don't give them 40% increased effect, they have absolutely zero effect against the pinnacle bosses. Yes. There is a massive power gap between someone who invests into curses and someone who just tries to use it for anything without investment. So they've basically removed all of the effects of things, reduced it. So Helm enchant from Bane is now 10 instead of 15. Specific hex increases is 10% instead of 15 and 15% instead of 30. Implicit modifiers or helmets that provide increased effect to a specific hex now have values up to 16 instead of 36 and 19 instead of 48. But remember, before we could even get to the value that it was listed at, we had to overcome the minus 60% debuff. And now we don't have to do that. So now all of this is a direct increase to the modifier. So this 19% is, instead of 30, it would do 36. Before, it would go from 39 to 12. 5, 34. So this is still more than you would have when you had just the 48%. This 19% is still more effective than this 48%. That's how bad of a state curses were in when actually going up against hardcore in-game bosses. Like, it's so frustrating. So yeah, that's more of the same thing. And now they've removed, I don't know. Now provides flammability. Okay, yeah, so they just removed whatever was there before, and this is what it does. Applies through to hexproof enemies and increased ignite damage on cursed enemies, increased freeze duration, increased shock effect, that kind of stuff. Inquisitor might not be supreme anymore. I wouldn't go that far. I feel like this would only make the occultist even with everything else. You want a broken auto bomber build. Aren't there already? I'm pretty sure that already exists. It's not as good as it used to be, but you can still do everything. I thought. Yeah, that's what you have to have, the ward loop. But it takes so much investment into it now. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, increased. Enfeeble Curse can affect hexproof enemies and 30% increased critical strike chance against cursed enemies. Temp Chains causes enemies to be unnerved. Punishment is Culling Strike. That's actually kind of nice. Vulnerability is life on kill. Despair is energy shield on kill. And then this one's a weird one. Elemental weakness gives you +1 to maximum resistances if you kill a cursed enemy. So you could have +4? Oh, they don't? Oh. I thought they would be fine. But I guess all the stats that you need to actually make it work take a lot out of you, and you don't have enough for the actual damage. You need stasis. Wait, hang on. What's stasis prison? Yeah, what? Wrong screen. Temporal Rift has no reservation, 100% of damage taken recouped. Oh. Debuffs on you expire faster. Right! I've seen this. I wanted this. I have to log in. Da 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 da. Steam. Oh my god, seriously? No! God damn it, that was the wrong one. Sign in, yes. Oh, wow, okay. T0 body armor only from Uber Legion. Right. So I found it. I don't remember how much it costs though. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, that's never happening. People finally figured out that it's strong. Good. I'm glad to see it. You can't really get the same results with everything else. I'm sure there's a way to get similar results without it, but that would take a lot of suffixes or prefixes. I can't remember where recoup damage is on rings. Anyways, that would take a lot of slots from other items and skill points. That would not be easy to do. Where were we? Oh yeah, and then they changed the occultist stuff. They took out the increased effect and moved and took out malediction, which I don't know why. Oh my god, it needs mage blood? Fucking hell. God, what doesn't need mage blood though? Anyways. Profane Bloom, notable ascendancy passive no longer provides... Okay, I don't need the specifics on that. Basically, they moved around a couple minor things on occultist, and it's like... okay, fine. This is the biggest problem that I had. Enfeeble and temporal chains makes them extremely strong against normal and magic monsters while being relatively, not just relatively, I'd say effectively ineffective. Okay, right. I guess so that you don't have the redundancy in the words. Relatively ineffective against pinnacle bosses. For example, a level 20 temporal chain currently reduces a pinnacle boss's action speed by a whopping 4%. You can get more than twice that much action speed reduction using any skill that just chills. Vortex, boom, more effective than a fucking curse. This is another case of hexes being weakest where they matter the most and strongest where they matter not at all. So what's their solution? Because of the changes to curse effect, we're now actually able to make temporal chains and enfeeble strong defensive options without requiring large investments into curse effect. In addition to changes to their overall gem levels and scaling, we are planning to increase the cursed, rare, and unique enemies have less action speed. And here comes the numbers. That's what I want to play too. Like, when I saw they're actually doing something to fix curses, I'm like, finally, this is my chance to actually play the build that I want to play. Okay, Enfeeble now causes cursed normal and magic monsters to deal 15% less damage at level 1 and 29% at level 20. So this doesn't change. It ends up being less effective overall because of the reduced amount of effective things. Hey, cryptonyms. No. Curses have buffs all around. And no. If you take off Blasphemy and self-cast them for bosses, it's a pure buff. If you leave Blasphemy on, it's exactly 1-to-1. You only play Flicker Strike as the only ability. You don't have any curse on hit stuff? I'm sure you have a curse on hit ring. So if you have a curse on hit ring, basically nothing changes for you. You don't like debuffing enemies? What? Oh my god, but that's the best thing. You debuff them, you shackle them, you force them to kneel before you, and that is when you know you've won the game. Not when you can murder them, but when you force them to kneel before you. That is when you feel like you have your true power has been recognized at last. Oh, you don't have the ring from Solo Self Found. Okay, fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, Vol Flicker is a thing. I didn't look at any of the Vol skills because I don't use them. Yeah, I'll take a look at that just for you, man. So, normal monsters, magic, nothing changes. Rares and unique, however, we have 9% less damage at level 1, previously 10%. Now, this might look like a nerf, but remember, this minus 10% is not getting affected by the 30% and 66% reduced effectiveness that it was previously. So this is actually a massive buff. 18% at level 20 instead of 15. So it's buffed. And it's buffed on top of that versus bosses. Dude, yeah, Flicker Strike is a whole lifestyle. Totally understand. Totally get it. It's kind of like me. Reflect is my lifestyle. Unfortunately, they don't want me to live in their world. You've only made it to maps oh, my man. Oh, that's so hard. That's why I don't play hardcore, because I'm a scrub. I love the game. Put way too many hours into it. But I take way too many risks. It's like, I look at a thing, I'm like, this is gonna kill me. Yeah, this is gonna kill me. I'm gonna do it anyways. And I do it, and 90% of the time I die. You want to get to the maps for the grind. Yeah. Honestly, for me, I feel like the amount of grinding that you have to do in maps makes hardcore so much more difficult to imagine playing. If it was just getting through the story and then, okay, you're done with the story, now you just fight this boss. And like in Diablo 2, Baal was the end game boss. You just kept doing that, and then you had Ubers in addition to that. Yeah, but there's so much farming, so much time spent in maps. .9% playing through the story. Could be. Well, hardcore, yeah. Hardcore solo self-found Definitely. Until you get used to it, and the fact that you're forcing yourself into Flicker Strike is on solo self-found hardcore. That's an incredible challenge. All right. Well, I guess we know what I'm doing for the next end of my life. Oh man, Arc is such a nice play style. Just the thematic thing of Arc is, I love it so much. Basically easy mode until you die to one random hit. That's how it is always though. Like it's always this one random hit that you didn't see coming. Archmage is such a nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with this game. Balancing towards the absolute top end is that there's so many things that are completely broken in the top end and have to be nerfed. And then once it's nerfed for the top end, it's basically not usable for anyone else. Or barely usable. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. But at the same time, mostly you can ask Shade. You can get through the story without a whole lot of anything. Like, I just watched some of Imperium Gaming doing Ruthless, and he has no gear whatsoever, and he made it through the story. If I used every trick in the book, yes. Do I know every trick in the book? No. But it's mostly about playing cautiously and knowing what the benchmarks are for health and resists before going towards an encounter. That makes the difference. So actually farming a boss or an area for items and basically not speedrunning it. See, the key isn't over leveling, it's getting items with health and resistances, basically. That's basically what it is. Okay, I think we're almost done with this. Yes, we're almost done with the curse areas. So temporal chains now causes cursed enemies to have 15% less action speed at level 1 and 29 at level 20. Nothing has changed for normal and magic. It now also causes rare and unique enemies to have 9%. So now any rare or unique is going to be 10% slower. And any rare or unique is going to be 18% slower. Instead of like 4%. So meta, enfeeble, and temp chains. I'm calling it. They brought it back to where it was before. Easy 18% less damage. Easy 18% reduced action speed. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be... Everybody is going to be running that again. Vulnerability is only physical. Hang on, let's see. This vulnerability no longer has ailments inflicted on cursed enemies deal damage faster. Now has cursed enemies take increased physical damage at level 1 and 30% at 20. So again, nerf versus normal. Buff versus bosses. Attacks against cursed enemies have chance to inflict bleeding is a buff, and quality is increased duration. I don't understand that. Yeah. Sag. Always sad to see the damage dealt faster go away. That would... You know, that was actually pretty strong. If you could have that, that's not bad. Yep, there is. Act 7 or 8 without any skill points put in. Despair no longer causes cursed enemies to take increased damage from damage over time effects. So they need a new curse. If they're removing this from despair and this from vulnerability, they need a curse specifically for damage over time effects. They've also removed the added damage per hit. And instead, no. They just changed the numbers. So minus 30% at level 20. Quality no longer causes cursed enemies to take increased damage from damage over time. Now it's just cursed effect. If you want to get that, you're going to have to get the anomalous one. Yeah. Well, yes and no. You lose the 20% faster, but against bosses, that was really, it was only 6% faster. So that was kind of negligible against bosses. And then here, that would have been 3.5 and 4, 12, 13% damage. So instead of doing 13% increased damage, you do 30% increased damage. So overall, it's still a buff. Overall, it's still a buff if you use this and look at it from the perspective of bossing in-game. Despair, however, I think it's still kind of a buff, but it just sucks to see this go. Thankfully, you can still get this effect on quality, but I feel like they should just make a damage over time specific curse just to satisfy me. Just to satisfy me. Yeah, I need to do more heists. I never do any heists because I'm scared of them. I'm scared of losing all the items that I almost get. But I know the blueprints are pretty huge. Yeah, it sounds like you need to do a different build. Oh man, Delirium is so good. So good. I love it. Okay, we wanted to look at Vol Flicker. Oh, it doesn't give the details. So I have to wait until they actually release the details of the skills. Which is not yet. That's a shame. That's a shame. There was a couple other things I wanted to bring up today. I'm actually looking forward to the next league now, because I've been wanting to do a curse build for years, but I couldn't justify it because of how shit it was. It's like, well, why would I do 12% less damage from the boss if I could just play a better build? Yeah, it's definitely more of a softcore build. You don't know where you're gonna end up, and that's the scary thing. I did want to look at a couple other things that came up on my radar. So this is a thing, apparently. You know what this is? Motion sensors. You know why I want it? not for the anime. I don't want an anime character. I want to like eventually. My dream is to be able to get a decent 3D model. But like the cool thing about this is it doesn't require any cameras or anything. It's literally just you strap it on there and your phone recognizes all of it. Apparently it's coming out next year, exclusive to Japan, for 360 euros. Plus the cost of a phone that can actually run it. So I'm like, oh, I want this, but also my phone is so old. I can't. Yes. Or maybe this will be my anime arc. But yeah, my phone is like 3, 5. I don't know. 3? No. Wait, it was my wife's phone before it was my phone. So it's 6 years old? 7? I don't know. Not as old as my computer, though. My computer is way, 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 way older. But yeah, like, having more options to be able to have the tracking is going to be fantastic. The tracking on the new Quest, like the $1,500 one, looks amazing. The problem with it is that it's with Facebook. And I don't trust Facebook. I really don't. I seriously hope that VR chat can expand its stuff in a way that's better than Facebook's endless pit of money can. But I have a feeling it's not going to happen. Facebook is going to put it into the more business-oriented stuff. And as a result, VR chat is just going to be Facebook meta. It's the current meta. Yeah. VR chat is just going to be this niche thing that weirdos do. So there's that video. I also, oh man, y'all heard about Pokemon? Have y'all heard about Pokemon? I hear it's a great game. I hear it's game of the year, right? Yeah, let's go. No, it's Pokemon Violet and what Violet? I don't even know. I don't even know. But like, oh. Let's just watch the video, shall we? Let's just take a gander. How do you get the camera positioning wrong? It's not like, wait, it's not like this changes. It's not like it's gonna be different every time. Hang on, was it? No, this was outdoors. Like this one I could say, okay, maybe it's getting confused because of the ceiling. But this one is outdoors, there's no issues with ceiling. Oh my god. Okay. Oh man, this is the best one. Wait, what? Where'd they go? Oh, there it is. Okay, just had to load the assets. Wait, what? You know, I was thinking there would be some explanations for these, but I can't think of what would make it just... No, I know what would do it. All right, hang on. Let's see if this is what's happening. No. They're staying in camera. Okay, so when you have animations, you kind of set a certain orientation. of the character within the world. So I feel like instead of just switching the animation, they like reload the position of the character, which can sometimes be it's facing away, and then the character has to turn around again to be oriented the correct way in reference to the fight. Yo, Smurf! Stop killing the viewers with this but it's so good. Look at these. Look at these. I don't know what this is supposed to be about. Is it just the new designs? Are they trashing on the new?
Really excited about that. You don't get a chance to see international matches all the time, but we're going to get one in the grand finals, and let's just go ahead and get it started as we enter into game number 1 for our grand finals between Wolf Glick and David Carrere. We can already get a chance to see what David
So much
is going
action.
to kick things off with.
I have no explanation for this one. I have actually no explanation for this one.
What the fuck was that?
Hang on, I should probably get out of Path of Exile stuff. Scarlet and Violet. Okay. It's so cursed. I saw a picture of this. There it is. There it is. I saw a picture of the girl doing the eyeballs with, like, I guess it must have been photoshopped with this. Her doing the boing eyes to this dude. It's like, ah. They might have buffed it too much. You're right. I think Path of Exile buffed the curses too much, and it's expanded beyond its own world. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They forgot to check if there's terrain under the characters.
No. Wait.
Wait. No! Oh, it's safe. Wait, no! Oh, wow. Good luck getting that Pokemon back. Wait. A Ditto of an egg? I mean, that makes sense, honestly. Oh my gosh, her Pokemon is sleeping? Is it auto-battling? What was that? Wait. No, it was called in for the fight, and it's... I don't... What? Yeah, Final Fantasy VII PS1 era battle screen. I think so. Oh, they're under the terrain. Gotta suck him back in like a turd. What? Oh my gosh. Right? Oh, it's the best memes. My wife is she hasn't seen this video yet. My wife is standing next to me watching it.
Summoning something.
He's summoning something.
Oh no, Luxray, what have they done?
I know, they, like, so many Pokemon are just, This is my wife's favorite Pokemon. They done dirty.
What the?
Uh-oh. Oh no, it zoomed out too much. It saw too much of the terrain. Oh, the poppin'. Oh my gosh, the oh, wait. Out of bound hacks. Oh my gosh, there's so many out of bound issues in this game. Wow. Accurate.
Hello?
Oh, please be a Pokemon.
Feedbacks. Oh no, is it? Oh, that's it. That's all of it. Oh no. I wonder if we can get more. I think this is another good one. Oh yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, she goes in there sometimes.
What? Why are you fighting me?
Because it's her nest. Why are you bothering her in her nest? Okay, so these animation issues I can kind of explain. So what happens is...
Oh, I had lotion on my head.
Oh, she doesn't like the lotion.
Look, she wants this.
Oh my gosh. Why are you tormenting her? She is a bitch. Okay, that's true. Okay, this I can kind of explain. So, when you rig a character, you put the arm in the arm slot, you put the head in the head slot, you put the foot in the foot slot, and the skeleton is loaded after the mesh, and normally you expect it to be loaded in properly. I'm guessing that they did not put anything in the code to make sure that it actually does get loaded in properly. And you end up with cursed things like this. Oh my god. Okay, this is the eating animate. I didn't understand what this was. When you go picnicking and you cook food for this is what you get. Okay, it just spawned underneath the earth. You know, there's so many out of bounds issues, I'm not surprised. I don't think it tops throwing your Pokemon off the cliff, but again, they built a system without building like verification around it to make sure that when you're doing a thing, it's in ideal conditions. No, it's just, oh, I need to throw my Pokeball. Okay, I'll throw it over there. Off the cliff. This is basically just hitboxes glitching out between each other. Again, skeleton not loaded into the right place. Huh? Hang on. You don't fight Bugcatcher 42 in the overworld world. They could have built a system that teleported players to battle arena like all the other. No, but this is modern. It's modern. You fight them in the world itself. Oh, jeez. That was a thing. Like you fight them in the world itself, like Pokemon Stadium. Oh my god. They took too many shortcuts. They took so many shortcuts making this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, right. The frame rate was just absolutely awful. And it doesn't even look all that good. Oh, also, why make a Pokemon with wheels and then just it runs? I still don't understand that. Apparently some people really like it. Some people like it because of how derpy it looks. It is a cute lizard, but why do they make it look like it has wheels? Okay, my wife thinks it's cute. It might be cute, but I hate what they did to it. Yeah, I just now noticed that he curls it into the wall, into a ball as well. Yeah. This is on the Switch, Cryptonym. So Monster Hunter Rise is on the Switch. So it could look a lot better than this.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like it was just such a cash grab and lazy and low effort. Like, there's so many disappointing evolutions of Pokemon. I can't. If I was still like really into Pokemon, I would be so disappointed as a fan. Pokemon is the biggest IP in the world. Huh? Oh. Okay, alright. I don't understand sarcasm. I'm sorry. I mean, I do understand sarcasm, but I can't recognize it all the time. Oh no. Oh no. And then it just glitches out of existence. I think it's Dunsparce. I think it's this one. Oh. I don't know if it's this one that I saw the first time, but...
Okay. Please. Holy shit. It is
20
time.
years. Maybe not 20 years. 13 years we waited for this.
What? He literally...
Dunsparce is its new name. Dunsparce is its new name. We waited so many years to see what this little larva, dragon larva, what does it evolve
there's
into?
No way they fucking did this to my boy. Dunsparce.
Oh, I want to see the side view.
Dunsparce, mate. It's of normal type. Okay, good. Hardtail. Okay, its nest by boring holes.
I thought it was a dragon.
into bedrock underground. The nest can reach lengths over. Okay. I mean, fucking. At least he got an evolution.
In lore, it's a
finally
dragon.
Fair enough. He got an evolution.
Ah, no. We need to see the side view. How lazy it is. Okay, I don't.
Talking about this.
Nope, not that. Nope. History, no. Where to catch 3 segment, no. No. I just want to see the evolution. I want to see the Dunsparce side view. The developer who made Pokemon in Minecraft, we probably would have had a better Pokemon. We probably would have had a better Pokemon, I'm sure. Yeah, so this is the side view. They basically just reused assets and just... Hang on. Wait. Hang on, what's the original model? What's the Dunsparce model look like? Yeah, no, it's exactly the same with 1 extra sphere. Yeah. Yeah, this is what we get. $1 billion franchise. This is the evolution we get. There is a really cool game called fan mod of the game called Pokemon Fusion, which has way more creativity than this thing does. After seeing Skier play it, I actually kind of want to play it. It's the first Pokemon anything that I genuinely want to play. And it's not made by the company. It's like I can't even. I don't remember what other Pokemon there was, but there was an evolution of a Pokemon. And its evolution, it stands up. I mean, it stands up. I am impressed. Yeah, I think I've talked about pretty much everything. Yeah, I am glad that I haven't been a fan of this game, like a really invested fan of this series in a long time. When the previous game came out, I was really happy for anyone who's still into Pokemon, because finally Pokemon came into the modern era, and it was much closer to what like the world of Pokemon would feel like if you were actually part of it. Pokemon, yeah, it was so good for us. These modern games, I feel like they're good. They're modern. They're finally something modern to the formula. But the laziness in it, like they've got their success and it just doesn't matter. Yeah, it's why we're playing Path of Exile, exactly. That's exactly right. But I feel like Diablo still has a reason to exist. I legitimately feel like Diablo has a reason to exist because it is a more casual action RPG. And it's fine to have a casual action RPG. I want there to be a casual action RPG. Because Path of Exile, you open up the skill tree and probably 80-90% of players quit right there. And you don't want that in the genre. Like you can't have every game be connection permissions. Okay. What? Hang on, there's some setup that's going on that I don't remember. Don't know why it's there. They could just get rid of useless nodes and guide players towards nodes with obvious carrots. You say that, but it still won't matter. Like there's no good way of doing that. Without just making it simpler. You haven't even played Diablo 4, Shade. Come on. Now, Diablo 4 is gonna be... It's gonna be basically... Lost Ark. It's probably gonna be a worse Lost Ark. Honestly, like... It will probably be a worse Lost Ark. I do like what they're doing with it, but I also recognize it's not the game for me. I don't like games as a service. The older I get, the less I enjoy it. But I do play Path of Exile, which is a games as a service. So I guess I'm contradicting myself. Wait, you have... Oh, you got into a closed beta? Damn. Okay. Well, that's disappointing. It is, it is. I think everyone here recognizes...
The world is plagued by the blight storm.
Where all the
vile cycle of
manipulation comes in at with
ravaging
these new
everything in its
games.
path.
If not,
The
there's
only
already
safe
plenty of
haven
content
is
to
the
talk about
smoldering
that.
city where the mysterious scorched queen reigns.
Alright, I'll cut this
You
out
are
to make
one
sure
of her
nobody ever finds out.
viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown.
Oh man, I hear World of
Your
Tanks
goal
and
is
War
to
Thunder
help
and all that
rebuild
are
the smoldering city
getting
and
worse,
secure
like
the
so bad
future
about
of the
it.
queen's subjects.
Like not even just the monetization, but it seems like they don't like their players. Like they just don't like the players playing their own game. Neglecting your village will increase the queen's impatience and bring her wrath upon you. But what? Fulfilling your duties will increase the town's reputation. Oh. Impatience. Oh, nice. I like that it's like slowly building in. Fulfilling your duties will increase the town's reputation, unlock new buildings, and eventually bring you victory. Now choose a new blueprint. Click on that. Woodcutter's Camp. Yeah, I feel like battle passes are... I understand why they're popular, but I don't like them because most games implement them badly. Because they force you to play in a certain way to complete the objectives, and as a result, you're not really playing the game to play the game, you're playing the game to complete an objective. And for me, it ends up being the first one of the day syndrome, where I get mad that I can't just... I'm logging in only to complete this objective. Why is the game not letting me complete this objective? Instead of logging in to play the game, to enjoy the game. I wish developers would get rid of the first one of the game mechanic. I was actually upset at Blizzard's Overwatch when they say, oh, it's a casual game, you're just there for fun. Okay, so why is the bonus coins tied to first win of the game instead of just play the game? Plus premium cosmetics, plus marketplace, and having premium options like it's a mobile game to finish in-game objectives. Yep. Oh man, Immortal. Add about 5 more things onto that and you've got Diablo Immortal. Yeah. Wait, it is actually pay to win? I thought it wasn't that bad yet. Oh shit. Yeah. It's like a worse... it's a better Diablo 3 gameplay with a worse Diablo 3 just systems, and super predatory. Oh, that sucks. Like, at least with League of Legends and Overwatch and all of that, you don't need to spend money to get top ranking. Except for now, there's heroes that are locked behind paywalls, so I don't know. I hate that they did that. Alright, okay. Stop! We're done. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play some stuff and watch our villagers die. Wait, am I missed a tutorial thing. Oh, okay, there we go. Can I rotate it? Yeah. Ooh, I like how nicely it snugs in against this building. Build a couple of these. Hooray, fun! Yeah. I try to do that every once in a while. It's not healthy to have too much toxicity in your blood. What are these creatures? Crows? Lizard thing? Huh. So there's just all kinds of different types of things. Oh, new orders. Here we go. I need to build the stuff, deliver the wood, 10 wood. Oh, okay. Do these have different attributes? It's called Against the Storm. It's a roguelike city management. I have no idea about anything beyond that point. And Against the Storm, you build not one, but many settlements to successfully establish a town and therefore win a run. You need to collect enough reputation points to fill the entire population bar. It's important to do this before the queen's impatience reaches its maximum. If the queen loses her patience, you will lose. You also lose if all your villagers leave or die. So it's a race against the clock. Oh, hang on, I have too many things. Deliver. Here we go. Next is... Oh, beavers. Okay, so beavers are good at wood. Humans are good at hunting. Cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. Mark trees for harvest. I guess it would be quickest to go through here. Where did I go for the unlocking? Here? Queen's Renown grows. You can now choose from one of the available blueprints and the Queen offers you. Yeah. Can't accommodate any villager, but won't satisfy the need of species specific. Oh, there's species specific. Settlers 2. I never played that one. Oh my gosh, there's so many good city management games coming out. I really want Farthest Frontier. I don't know if you've heard about that. It's a city management on top of a creature. So not only are you managing the city, you're also managing the health of the creature, and the creature is moving throughout the world. So there's like storms and stuff that can be on your path. There's areas with detrimental effects. And so you're managing the city and making sure that people are happy while also trying to survive the elements that you're walking through. Okay, so hang on. Housing, shelters has no to be built and hearth near number of places 3. Okay, so this houses 3 people. How many do we even have? I should assign beaver, 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 beaver. Ah, the little icon, the rotating spinny thing. That's that means that it's the best ideal species for it. And I need to look at my wish list again for it. Hang on. Can I harvest this? I don't know if paths actually do anything. All right, and now we just chill. Yeah! What is this? Stormbird nests and root deposit. All right, so 1 glade found. I was like, why could I not build my path? I didn't actually have it selected. You need those things. Oh, you can gain it passively. 1 per minute, 0.15 per minute. Trapper's camp, scavenger's camp. Okay, so I need to unlock these still, which I don't have enough reputation for, so hopefully once we get this done we'll have it. The Skavens? Ah, Skavens. Man, I miss Taria. Ah, she loves the Skavens, little rat bastards. Such good boys. They work fast, they live fast, and they die fast. That is the Skaven way. Alright, sweet. We got another thing completed. So we need to build a forager's camp, which allows us to gather stuff, and produce 5 vegetables in the building. Yes, I shall take this. Thank you very much. So this is just a free demo that I have. I haven't bought the game yet, but it looks really nice. I love it. I love all these free demos that are coming out now. It's like, for the longest time, demos weren't a thing, and now, all of a sudden, they're coming back in popularity, and there's so many options. Alright, sweet. So we assigned some stuff to this. And I assume we want... Yep, the humans are the better ones at this. So, starting point for foragers going out into the wild to gather vegetables, grain, and insects. And it has a limited range. And I probably should have put it there instead of there. Oh, the humans are the ones with the shells? Yeah, those are the humans right there. Crow things. And so there's the beaver tails. Okay, let's head towards more glades. Clay. Oh, right. Okay, so what needs to happen is you need to make your way through the glades. You need to chop down trees to have enough space for everything. I need more. Yeah, I need more housing. Housing. There, right there. Gonna have to go? Alright, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out so much. So, next stream Sunday? Hope to see you there. Oh, I forgot about another thing. Nordicandia. I don't know if you know about it. The idle RPG action RPG game. Next season starts on the 9th. Gonna be playing it. I am going to be playing that one on hardcore. Pretty excited about it. That was the last thing that I... Shit! I didn't take my pill. I didn't take my sleeping pill. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why I'm still not passing out yet. Pipere! My little man, how are you, darling? How are you? All right, stonecutters. Kind of running short of room. This is not the ideal position, but you know what? You can always rebuild. Okay, there should be enough room for that. My little man, you're here. How are you? Darling. Oh, okay, sitting on my mouse. That's my mouse cable. Sure. Are there upgrades? Can you do upgrades? You can't do upgrades. That one's full, that one's full, that one's full, that one's full, that one's full. Okay, so I should probably build more housing. Go, shelters. Oh, I'm used to the rotation going clockwise, but the rotation is counterclockwise. Oh, was ist das? Abandoned cache? Alright. We got newcomers! These people have been sent here by the crown. Which group do you want to stay, Viceroy? The others will continue to the next settlement. Oh, so this is... So you could have multiple settlements and pick up everybody who comes by. So this one comes with leather and stone. This one comes with grain. Can be processed, obtained by hallowed small farm. We don't have the farms and we don't have any way to process, and it's not eaten raw, so we should probably take these. Leather and stone, probably okay. Let's get this. No, is it this? No. Okay, well, amber pouch. So we either keep parts or something we can't do anything with, or let's send stuff to the Citadel. I need clay from the stonecutters. No. So who is best at this? Oh, beavers are best at anything related to construction. I take it. No? I don't have a species type that's good at these things. Huh. Wait. Wait. It takes gears? What produces gears? Starting point for stonecutters going out into the wild together. Oh, the woodcutters makes the gears. No, this is built by gears. Wait, so... Wait. Uh-oh, thunderstorm. Oh no. Danger! Danger! Seek shelter! And now we need plant fiber from the harvester's camp. Oh, and it gives us perks! +1 to clay production. Gain additional clay every yield. So these are super good to complete. I don't know what current and average set is supposed to mean. Okay, so we need more shelters. Put that one there. Ah, that's too close. Okay, pathing. Oh yeah, I need to choose a blueprint. Harvester's camp. I already have this though. No, I had the foragers camp. Okay, so this is the upgraded. This is the upgraded one, so I can get stuff from over here. Perfect. Okay. All right. I like this. All right. So we need to unlock more glades. Oh, what is this? Dangerous glade. This glade contains a threat, but also plenty of reward. Okay, I don't want to go through that. I think we can leave that one alone. We don't have any way to deal with threats, so nope. Although you're surrounded almost entirely by a thick forest, there are smaller and bigger glades around your starting location. To establish a successful settlement, you'll have to cut your way through them. Glades can contain resources, treasures, fertile soil, ruined buildings, and more. Use the tree marking tool to point your wood cutters to specific areas. Okay. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Glade events. Glade events are objectives found in the forest like abandoned caches, survivor camps, ruins, wild beasts, etc. Some of them are positive, offering good or new villagers in exchange for a small amount of resources. Others are dangerous, forcing you to act quickly to avoid negative consequences. Once you select a glade event, the event panel will show... Okay, I get it. Logistics. Every building has its own internal storage, where produced and gathered goods are temporarily stored. When the internal storage reaches its limit, the goods in it will be transported to the main warehouse by a worker. While transporting, it's important to keep in mind that villagers have a limited carrying capacity. Every few minutes, workers will take breaks and return to a nearby hearth to eat and rest. They'll consume at least one item of food and try to fulfill all their needs, clothing and services. If a villager has multiple needs tied to complex food, they will consume more than one meal. Goods kept in the building's internal storage are inaccessible to other villagers or production buildings, and have to be transported to the main warehouse. Okay, so if it's just sitting there, it's not doing anything. So can I see needs? Ah, shelter, human housing, jerky, biscuits, and pie. This need is fulfilled at the hearth and requires... Oh, I don't have any clothing. I don't have any leisure. I don't have any religion. What's this? Oh! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! What is this? Cornerstone. Choose a cornerstone. No one can weary the storm alone. The Queen offers you a cornerstone that will lay the foundation for your town's prosperity. Choose wisely, as you won't be able to change it. Building materials are the foundation of every settlement. Production is 50% quicker than the building of crude workstations. Or the Royal Academy wants a detailed map of the region and will supply anyone willing to help. Gain materials for each discovered glade. Huh. So you can get basic materials every time you explore. Or tools are cheaper. I feel like this would be better later on, but just raw materials is good. Yeah, nobody is particularly good at gathering right now. Kind of a shame. Housing. I keep forgetting that I need to actually click on the selection. It's not just there. Oh wait, I don't have the materials for that one. Fencing. Barrels? Ooh, we can put down barrels. Can I destroy this? How do I destroy this? Okay, no. You can move it, but you can't destroy it? Weird. Oh, okay, so 14, 17 whole things divided by 3, that means... Oh, I only need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have more buildings than I need. Okay. And 5 out of 5. Let's go. Rewards a hoe. She good hoe though. Now we can produce planks and fabrics. Okay, bricks, planks, fabrics. I'm still not sure where we get the engineering things from. Oh, that's why I'm not reaching it. They only have a limited range. Okay, so I need to... How do do I... Okay. Oh, this is why you can move it. And it's just done. Once you move it, it's moved. Wow. No, like, rebuild time or anything. It's just there. Okay. Wait, so our path's permanent? Oh, no. That's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, more villagers. You know, I could use more beavers. Actually. No? Oh, no! Okay, so they aren't specialized there. Dang it. Oh, we're out of mushrooms. That's okay, we have enough meat and vegetables. Hopefully. Anybody eats insects? Any bug eaters out there? Oh, you can change the building material. Okay, so that's what that means. So if you have the recycling symbol, it means you can change the building material from clay or stone. Limit's locked for now. Production uses more resources and takes more time since this building's equipment is not designed for this task. Oh, because they have no tools. So I would be doing this 50% more fast. 50% more faster. Can you go 50% more faster, please? I think not. Because the right thing was not... Oh, water. Whoa. Okay, so this is a limit of here. Oh, it's such a small island. I mean, to be fair, this is a demo. This is probably like super easy tutorial mode. All right, I think before the end, let's actually move this over here. And I want to see what's behind door number 2. Since we're close to like a victory anyways, we might as well do this. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, what? 10% chance of doubling their yield. Yeah. Have 3 extra characters, or 3 extra units that aren't assigned. Lizard Firekeepers are very adept at ancient rites. +1 to global resolve. Wow. Oh, hello! Small encampment. A destroyed camp in the wilderness. There are still survivors in the area. So we can send stuff to the Citadel, or we can gain more people.
Yeah. See.
I mean, I don't know how many more things unlock. I feel like gaining more people would be the best. Yeah, let's do the gaining more people. Let's do that, because I don't know what's gonna happen when I open this up. Oh no, no more deposits. Let's move you to some. There you go. There are some deposits. Oh, and the campfire is built. Nice. Harmony. Peace of mind can be as important as shelter and food in these harsh lands. Decorations are used to advance hubs? What does that mean? Yo, we got that done. 50% to amount of goods produced in the workshop. And more parts. So this is a consumable. So where do I get more parts from? Ooh. And this is where you can specialize your actual types. Your renown grows. You can now choose from one of the available blueprints. I'm sorry, my liege. My tongue slipped. You can now choose from one of the available blueprints that the Queen offers you. Lizard house. Building specifically for lizards. Human house. Specifically for that. Or beaver house. I have mostly humans, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a pretty sad thing. 10 of them. That's a lot of bricks that are needed. Okay, so that's opened up, so we can move this one over here to deal with this stuff. Okay, investigation ongoing. Send to the Citadel. Send to the Citadel. Oh, it's almost opened up. We're almost gonna see what this event is. This terrible, horrible, horrifying event. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Just another few minutes. Just another few minutes. We've got, uh-oh, lightning storms. Danger, danger. Storm year 2, next to drizzle and 120. What? Hostility of the forest, level 0. Difficulty multiplier times 1 years. Oh, the forest gets more difficult as you go. So this is an ancient shrine. Hang on. An ominous shrine from long forgotten era. Its dangers. But it might hold some ancient knowledge useful to the crown. Threats. Disturbing the ruins of the great civilization can have grave consequences. It kills 3 random villagers in 30 seconds? What? Spark dew planks? What the hell? What the hell? I has no materials? I can't stop it. I can't stop it. There's no way to stop it. Okay, we got wood. We got cloth. Okay, let's go. I feel like I'm not gonna make it. I shouldn't have locked this in. No, which one was it? This one. Can I get people instead? Oh no. Oh no, here goes 3 people. 5 seconds. We're gonna lose it. Boom. Oh, there's ghosts going. What is it gonna take? Oh no! 2 of them died there. And a woodcutter. Are they crying? Five minutes. Okay, so the first time it goes really quickly, but then you have some more time to spare. The Queen's envoy. No one can weather the storm alone. The Queen offers you a cornerstone that will lay the foundation for your town's prosperity. Choose wisely, as you won't be able to change it. Eggs per minute or plant fiber per minute. Oh, that's quite good. I guess we'll take eggs? I don't know. Okay. Oh, almost done. Simple tools. Simple tools. Done. Okay, now we can investigate. There it goes. It started. They're on it. Oh no, I need to add somebody else here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the sawing sound. I thought that was the sawing sound was crying. Wait, newcomers. We got newcomers. We got newcomers. Okay. We're better. We're better. You have more resources and there's more people. I guess sometimes you don't want more people. Okay, we're gonna make it. We're not gonna lose anyone else. Ancient tablet is ours. Nice. Valuable source of knowledge, highly sought after by traders and the Queen herself. They can be found in dangerous or forbidden glades. Awesome. All right. So I guess let's just turn this in and finish it up. Oh, that was required for the last objective. Complete the dangerous glade. Have some change spark due to fabric in the ancient... wait. Oh, changing the requirement. Okay. All right. I see. And the ancient tablet. So you have to go through it to be able to actually unlock everything. So now what? How much do you actually get in the demo? It's a new map. Villagers with low resolve will start leaving, increasing the Queen's impatience. Keeping resolve exceptionally high will grant passive reputation over time. Oh, that's what that meter's for. Okay. Satisfying your villagers' needs with complex food, homes, and services will increase their resolve. Nice. Each species has different mix of needs. It's hard to please everyone all of the time. Farmers can plant only on farm fields, and those can only be built on fertile soil. Crops are planted in the first season drizzle and harvested during the second clearance. Okay, so there's crop management. Build a farm, harvest grain, and serve some ale in the tavern. Ooh, hoo-hoo, we can get drunk. All right, I'm gonna have to stop it here though. Thanks so much for everybody for being here. That was a good stream. I had fun with this stream. I hope y'all had fun with it. But it is time to end it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna make the decision on what multiplayer games we'll have for Sunday, and then we'll have that going for the Sunday stream. And it'll be great. So I can't wait to see y'all there, and I hope you have a fantastic time. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.